Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the eye test for Wednesday evening. What is it? November the 8th, 2023. And we definitely have a lot of stuff we got to talk about. Man, I tell you, this has been a heck of a week. Really been a heck of a week. This thing is threatening to go off the rails real quick. It's threatening to go off the rails. You got a lot of hurt feelings. You got a lot of people that are pulling their hair out. I can't do that anymore. It's already gone. But I'm suffering along with everybody else as true Falcons fans during this particular period because there are questions that there are no answers to. And I'm waiting for Mr. Winston Thornton, my running partner, to come on in. And let me see here. We started everything. I hope we've got everything straight to where we'll have a minimum of glitches, problems, and situations going on during the course of the broadcast, because we really need to discuss exactly what has transpired this past week and make some type of assessment as to what we need to do going forward. We really do. Because doomsday creeped up on us. Doomsday really creeped up on us real sudden and real quick. See if I can send send Winston a link. Okay. And let me see, the link is in there. And that's my fault. I got to get used to doing this stuff here because you know me, I used to just get on the phone, make sure the phone was steady, and just start cussing. Hey, a lot of times that's all you have time to do. That's all the time, you know, you just and it was Braves, Hawks, and all that type of stuff. So the link is up for everybody. So waiting for everybody to come in that wants to come in. Waiting for definitely Winston to come on in. But as I said, you know, we talked about Arthur Smith, his snarkiness, his smart attitude, smart alecky attitude, his snobbiness, his snootiness. And due to the failure of the team, all of that has come to bite him in the behind because he now doesn't qualify for the benefit of the doubt that someone who came in humble, that someone who came in talking to the media correctly, talking to other people correctly, or you know, just dealing with people in the way that they like to be dealt with. If he had come in correctly, everything would have been fine. Everything would have been fine. Welcome, sir. Can you hear me?
What's going on, Buck? Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's my partner right there. Oh, I'm pointing the right way this time. Because last time I pointed, I was going the other way. But I pointed the right way. That's
you pointing outside the screen. I'm doing the same thing. So That's my
Okay,
part.
yeah, all right, yeah. All right. We pointing the right way. Okay,
That's my part.
we pointing the right way.
No,
That's my
you
part.
pointing the other way.
But in my screen, I'm pointing at you. Hey, man.
Same thing
But
with me. Same thing happened with me.
but welcome in, sir. Appreciate you coming in here riding with me. Um, basically, I was just starting out saying that this has been one heck of a week because we've been slammed up against the wall of reality, just like that. Where, my pointer going in another direction. Beats a 925 ENT. Welcome. Yeah. Hey man,
Welcome.
Winston just told me I'm pointing. Winston just told me I was pointing the wrong way. So, hey man, I need to be going this way.
Yeah, that's it. There we go. And in the middle,
Okay, well,
that's the eye test.
yeah. Like I said, this been a heck of a week because everything has just crashed right into the wall of reality where the aspirations of all of these lofty goals that everybody was talking about at the beginning of the season, this thing is about to go off the rails real quick. It's about to go off the rails real quick. And the benefit of the doubt that, okay, say for instance, me or you was coaching the team and we were dealing with the media. I can safely say for me that I wouldn't be dealing with the media the way that that Arthur Smith's been dealing with the media, talking down his nose and acting like, he's the smartest guy in the room and you don't know what you're asking. And then on top of that, the thing that really used to get me fired up was the fact that, okay, I'm talking and asking a question and you finishing my question before I finish asking the question. Like who you is, and acting like we the public who listening and the person asking the question, you don't have no business asking me no questions. Who you think you are? And I always said that he reminded me a lot of Sarah Huckabee, Donald Trump's press secretary, the one I wanted to fly up to Washington and go up there and stand right in front of her and let her get smart with me one time. Okay. And my pimp hand just was getting out of control. I could hardly hold it.
It started jittering.
Yeah. You started twitching because see,
start tap dancing on your wrist.
Yeah. Cause Winston, see, when your pimp hands start moving like that, you don't know what it is. You don't know whether you want to go forehand or backhand, and then you might have to do both of them. Because of the way that you talking to me. Okay, the press's job is to ask questions and get information. Last time I checked. And the questions that we ask down here in Atlanta are nowhere near the questions that they would ask in Philadelphia, New York, Boston, and other places. So that's what I'm on. That's what I'm on. Hold on right now. Now that's what pissed me off from last week in that particular segment. So what do you think, man?
First and foremost, hey, salute John. What's going on, brother? Everybody that's tuning in, welcome to the eye test. We thank y'all. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. But let's get to the business. Arthur Smith. that Arthur Smith doesn't stand up to the eye.
You got to laugh to keep from crying.
Yeah, at this point, he doesn't stand up to the eye test. All right, let's be honest about it. What have you done? What have you done in your career as a coach that give you the audacity to carry yourself in such a manner to the media. But even beyond that, when you talk to the media, you're talking to the fans. You're talking to the people that you want to buy jerseys for their favorite players. You're talking to the people that you want to buy parking in your stadium. You're talking to the people that you want to buy PSLs in your stadium. You're talking to people that you want to go get uh, just a seat within your stadium to build home field advantage. What have you done in your career that make you feel so autonomous that you can say whatever, whenever, however, to whoever, and it's just supposed to fly? That's you feeling privileged because of what your father done, and now understanding that when you get into a separate entity outside of what the brand that your father built, you got to build your own name. You got to build your own fame. You got to build your own collateral and equity, and that's where the disconnect is because you're acting like a billionaire's child when you're supposed to be the man that is the head coach of a franchise. You're acting like a billionaire's child instead of being the man that's the head coach of a franchise. And that's where the disconnect is at. Because you feel entitled to say whatever you want to say whenever you want to say it, because my daddy had billions of dollars. Hell with you and your daddy and his billions of dollars. Y'all keep this shit over there. What are you gonna do for me now for this franchise right here, the Atlanta Falcons? What are you gonna do for this? If you ain't got no solution for this, carry your ass over there with your daddy and go and build up FedEx conglomerate and build it to the best you can do. I wish you the best. But if you not gonna sit there and be 10 toes down on this Atlanta Falcon regime, this Atlanta Falcon franchise, these Atlanta Falcon fans, get the fuck out of the way. I don't want to keep seeing every week after a game that you just majorly blown on yourself. You blown this game. Well, this, that, and the third. Man, I'm not trying to hear that. When have you, John? I'm gonna pivot back to you. When have you sat there and heard Arthur Smith once in his 3 years ever claim accountability for the things he's done?
Well, I hadn't. I hadn't. And if it has been, it's been so rare that we haven't heard it. We haven't heard it. Now, this matter of fact, today, and I think Monday too, Arthur Smith has said, okay, I know I might come off smart, or might come off like this or like that, but it's gotten me in trouble from time to time or whatever. But today or this week is the first time that he ever acknowledged anything like that. But guess what? It's too late, man. It's too late. It's too late. Okay. I say it's too late because so many things have piled up on top of each other. Okay. Your perceived bad play calling, your perceived arrogance, your perceived the situation with Bijan Robinson, the situation with Desmond Ridder, especially last week. Okay. All of these things are piled up and compounded on top of each other that, coupled with your arrogant attitude, coupled with your holier than thou attitude, coupled with you acting like you the smartest guy in the room, put that on top of the fact that your draft picks are being questioned as to whether you should have made them or not. The way that you guys have been doing things all the way ever since you've been here, this mountain has piled up so high that you can't dig your way out of this now. This is 3 years. This is 3 years of the things that you've done just piling up. And now, with that loss that took place Sunday, the way that the media and everybody has, bumped this loss up as to how bad the Falcons team is, excuse me, I'm messing around here using the wrong word, but it's a situation where it's just piled up so high that you coming in here this week after all this pressure is on top of you. Then on top of that, just like I said on the radio, I don't know if you heard me on the radio this past, let me see, it was Monday, because I got on Dukes and Bell Monday, and I just broke it down as best as I could in the little time that they gave me. Look, when you shaved your,
how it work out?
Oh man, they let me talk and then they cut me off. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they've been doing. All right. But see, thing is,
you know the beauty of it. They can cut you off, and you can come back right here, come back home.
Oh yeah,
do exactly what you want to do. Ain't no sense on this. Go ahead.
No, yeah, and see, that's one of the reasons why I decided to do this, along with you kicking me in the behind. That's one of the reasons I decided to do this, because the thing is, this is the thing. In describing the situation with Arthur Smith, okay, you remember when all of that unnecessary fuss was made about him having a mustache, the defensive coordinator having a mustache, and all this type of stuff. They were just blowing this all out of proportion, okay, about the fact that, oh, he got a mustache and they got a mustache and all this type of stuff. And it was just some trivia. But it affected you so much. This,
come on.
Yeah. Now, stay with me here. Now, this situation that took place Sunday affected you so much that you shaved your mustache off.
Come on now.
So that, to me, that means that you're not built as strong as you need to be in order to be this head coach, because see, you've let things affect you when they shouldn't have.
Most definitely.
Okay?
Most definitely.
Those things have affected. Now, yeah. And see, thing is now, okay, they were saying, well, I didn't sleep at all last night. There are a lot of people saying you shouldn't have slept. The way your team looked, and see, this is really a multifaceted thing. It's really a multifaceted thing. And it was really predictable by virtue of the fact that people who act like you act are really insecure. People who act like you act don't want people questioning your decisions, want to get smart with folk, want to cut folk off, want to act all sedity and all this type of stuff. You're not secure. You're not very secure in what you're doing and what you believe in. My question is, has this translated over, or was this always the case when you got this job? Was this too big of a horse for you to ride? Just like Dan Quinn, I asked that same question. Was this too big a horse for you to ride?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you go back and look at through Arthur Smith's career, and not saying his Atlanta Falcon career, but his actual resume, He was only an offensive coordinator for like what 1, 2 years.
From what we were looking, I think it was 1 year in Tennessee.
Yeah,
1 year.
right. Now watch it. Outside of that, he pretty much was the Eric Spoelstra of the NFL. Started off in the film room, built his way up, whoop whoop, have all these different disciplines. He was a linebacker coach, lineman coach. He was a running back coach. He was a wide receiver coach, quality control coach. All these other things. But he only did it at each stop for 1 year. 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. You didn't have no longevity in end of it. So how the hell did you develop to that? This will go along the lines of the Ritter supporters when they always say that you need more time, you need more time, you need more time. All right, well, if you need more time, then you need more time. That's exactly what's going on with Arthur Smith. But his window is done for. This is his third year. This is his third year. Because if I remember correctly, his first year here, there was no timeline on when he was going to turn this over and make this shape and build his team up to be a contender. There was no timeline. Everybody kept asking. There was no answers given. Halfway through the second season, it was, hey, we know what we're gonna do. We have a plan in place, and we halfway there, and we gonna get there. Shout out to Facebook user Arthur Smith. Ego and arrogance is gonna cost him his job. I agree 1,000%. Facebook user, I don't know who you are. Drop your name in it if you're still watching. Drop your name in the content in comment, and please keep interacting with it. And Beast 925 ENT, keep keep rocking with her, keep commenting with her. Let's get it. But halfway through the second year, um, we started getting a definitive, but it wasn't a definitive. It was still in the air of over what we were going to do, what the plan was. We didn't know if we was in a rebuild or if we're going for the gusto. And then
Mm-hmm.
after we got eliminated out of the playoff race, then they come out and say, hey, this is year two of a 3-year rebuild. All right, that's cool. That's cool. It makes sense. I know you ain't had no money. Yeah, I just set the NFL record for the most 1-year contracts in NFL history. All right, that makes sense. That's cool. That's cool. Hey, Travis Preston, what's going on, baby? How you feeling? Um, and and hear me out on this, Travis, and then I want you to chime in. I want you to chime in, and if you want to come on camera, the door is always open. Um, oh, matter of fact, Travis, go on our YouTube page and chime in if the link is not on the Facebook page. Go on the YouTube page and join in. We'll bring you on camera and we can chop it up. And that go for any and everybody else that's watching. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. Coming from the bottom, we're going to the top, and I appreciate and love y'all for riding this ride with us. But uh, after we got knocked out of playoff contention, what's going on, Kelly? Keely, correction, Keely, what's going on, baby? Um, the link is on the YouTube channel. Yeah. I don't know if everybody see it, but Keely, hey man, if you got a little time, come on, hop on. Salute, salute, bro. Thank you.
Hey, what's in that cup? What's in that cup, man? I know I'm
Nah, that's
dipping
a cup
all
of
in your
water.
business.
To
What's
be
in
honest,
what
it's a cup of water.
oh,
It's a
oh
cup of water. I love to be
oh okay.
hydrated.
I'm at I'm
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
get me a cup of
I,
I'm gonna get me a cup of
some real
I need after this week. Shit.
after
After this
Sunday,
week.
after 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 405. No,
Man.
but look,
See,
you see
and
me.
only a
You
Falcon
see me.
fan. Yeah, I see what you got on. I see what you got on.
Hey,
And
man,
see, after a Falcon
support the
game like
big brother.
that, hey man, after a Falcon game, and see, just like you said, man, it's hard. I salute everybody who claims the black and red as their home team, because see, man, this ride is not for everybody. Excuse me. This ride ain't for everybody, because see, man, these jokers here, boy, they'll put you in the hospital. They'll put you in the hospital.
Ain't nothing.
And
Quickly.
we, we try to come on, and I have to a lot of times explain my particular angle for the things that I say and the team that I root for and everything, because I am a highly, highly critical person with this team. Because see, I drunk the Kool-Aid for 20 something years. I drunk the Kool-Aid from being a little boy up until, the time I started working, and then, arguing and fussing and fighting about this team, trying to back this team. But the thing is that they didn't give me much to work with in an argument. Didn't give me much to work with in an argument. But, it's my hometown team. And, situations like this that we're in right now, I've been here many times before. And what we are trying to do, in this particular show and with this particular channel, hey, we're trying to find some solutions. We're trying to diagnose the problem and find some solutions, because this can't go on much longer. This right here can't go on much longer. And one thing that I do want to point out today is that this isn't all Arthur Smith's fault. What's happening isn't all Arthur Smith's fault, because I see similarities this year to how we are losing to how we lost last year. Games we had in the palm of our hand, setups where all we had to do was follow a blueprint and we could have had a victory. Same thing's happening this year. A fumble by Bijan, a bad play call by Arthur Smith, false starts, not tackling and wrapping up people, going for the kill shot instead of wrapping the man up, diving. It makes me think about Vince Lombardi. Grab, grab, grab. That's all we doing out here. We're just grabbing. We're not tackling. We're just grabbing, grabbing, grabbing. Get the man, wrap him up, put him on the ground, or hold him until somebody till you can get some help or whatever.
Right.
I had a conversation. Yeah, I had a conversation with a friend of mine Sunday. I'm gonna get him on here. He's a diehard Falcons fan. Jose Smiley. We used to work together, and we used to fuss about the Falcons just like I used to with Steve and with everybody else. And he was just saying, "Hey, man, look, why aren't these people grabbing the waist? Because the body can't go nowhere without the waist. That's something that they used to teach me in basketball. Let that man dribble all he wants to in front of you. Go behind his back and all that type of stuff.
Keep your eye on his
don't let him sucker you into looking at his eyes while he can do this and then go, and you don't know where he's going. You keep your eye on that man's waist, you'll know where he's going. Same thing with wrapping up, tackling people. Now, go ahead, once. Go ahead, once.
I played cornerback. I played cornerback, outside linebacker, safety, and DN. It's easier said than done. Because when you have a shifty person that can change their waist, like Bijan, if you watch him, he changed the plateau of his waist. He don't really move his body. He changed his plateau of his waist, and his legs start moving. That's why he end up being open or making somebody miss. There's very few in the NFL. You have a person like Reggie Bush, Percy Harvin, Adrian Peterson, Dante Hall, Devin Hester, Patterson. It's very few people that ever grace the NFL landscape that can actually change the plateau of their waist and still have control of their body. See what I'm saying? Like, all right, Tyler Algier. Tyler Algier don't shift to shake you. He shifts to make you hit half of his body and blow through you.
Mm-hmm.
Bijan is shifting to make you miss his entire body and go around you. There's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
This like young Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook will shake you to the point where you so enamored off of the shake that you completely off topic right now. You know what I'm saying? You're off topic.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has to bring you back into the conversation. That type shake you up.
Yeah.
Chris Johnson.
Yeah.
Chris Johnson used to do that same thing. But go ahead, John.
Oh, no. Okay, man, keep going. Because see, I was just gonna say Barry Sanders. I was gonna say Barry Sanders, Gale Sayers. Would you put Gale Sayers in that category?
Most definitely. Walter Payton.
Oh, okay.
Walter Payton.
Well, no. Hey, man. Hey, look here. Hey, when a man can walk 100 yards on his hand, shoot.
Hey.
This joke, I saw this joker run 100 yards on his hand. Man, shoot. And I remember he used to. He did both of them. He went through you and would go around you too. And that's one thing I say about him.
That's what Bijan's supposed to be doing for us.
Mm-hmm.
But Arthur Smith is taking that aspect out of his game.
Okay.
Yeah, think about it. You have a running back You have an actual running back that is electric. Okay, all right. Well, he's not Darren Sproles, but he have Darren Sproles in him. Okay, cool. He's not Adrian Peterson, but he have Adrian Peterson in him. Okay, cool. Here's the median. He's in the middle. Get that man the ball. Feed him. Let him get a grasp of the game, the feel of the game. Let him know how these linebackers are going to hit him. Let him know how the DBs are going to hit him. And let him build up that tolerance. I, I put it to you like that. With a running back, it'd be like guys night out at a bar. If if me, you, Keely, and Travis go out to a bar and I order a round of shot, we bang it back, right? I
Mm-hmm.
can sit there and look there in the line and see how it affect each one of you. I can see
Mm.
that, hey, you stand on it, Keely stand on it, Travis stand on it. All right, that's cool. Boston, let's get another one. All right, bring in another, bring it back. Now I see that there's some wavering. There's some wavering, right? So this person is
And
more solid.
my eyes starting to close up. You.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
One eye is
yeah.
starting to close up, and then the other one is in the intermediate. All right,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Let's go take another shot. Then you see the one that was solid, slip little bit more. The one the eye was closing up, he's down for the count. And the other one, goddamn, he's still floating in the middle. It's the same
Mm-hmm.
thing with a running back. Because every time you make contact, you can feel out what the defense doing. Once you feel out what the defense doing, this one eyes closing a little bit. He don't want to hit me no more. He don't want to hit me no more. Okay, cool. Keep that in the back of my mind. This one, he's gun ho. He's gun ho. Send him 1,000 shots. He can drink them all and go home and be ready to play tomorrow. All right, I understand that. This one right here, he's in the middle. He's riding away. He'll make the tackle when he need to make the tackle, but he don't really want to make the tackle. But this one right here, this is toss point, and that's what happens with a running back. With a running back, you have to fill the game. I'm gonna run to the right. I'm gonna run to the left, and I'm gonna run up the middle, and I'm gonna see how y'all react to it. Once I see how you react to it, it's up to me to put pressure on you. I'm trying to bust pipes. I'm trying to bust your pipe. Normal. Pause. I'm trying to put you in a pressure situation that you cannot attain.
Wait.
Yeah, that's why I said pause.
Every time.
No homo and pause.
Paul. Paul.
Pause. I'm trying to put you in a pressure situation that you cannot maintain for 4 quarters. Point
Oh
blank period.
boy.
And that's why when
Yeah.
you have a
Now, okay,
feature
okay,
running back, you feature.
okay. Now, now that you said that, now, okay, now I remember 70s, 80s, early 90s. You had featured running backs that were getting paid to be featured running backs, and you would run them out there just like you described. Just like you described. And what you Oh boy. At any rate,
Right.
at any rate, you all right?
I
Yeah,
probably
you need to cut out some of that water. Okay, hey,
no. I'm trying to get over
uh,
cold. Go ahead.
oh, okay. But look, see, this is the thing. Now, a long time ago, you used to have featured running backs that you could run out there and just pound them up against the defensive line, linebackers, or whatever. But in the 2000s, running backs became expendable, especially since the contracts changed. Okay, when you okay, just like you sign a quarterback, their first deal, 3-4 years, you pay them the quarterback minimum or wherever it was that they drafted or whatever, and then you assign them, if you decided to keep them, to a big contract. Okay, running backs suffered because of the fact that in that 3 to 4 year window, they started declining. So the running back position, as we saw in the offseason this year, became devalued because, see, by the time they would make it to that 4-year window of their deal, hey, these people were getting rid of them. Hey, we just get another running back and stick him in there. And the run game started losing, the run game, they just stopped using running backs. They just stopped using them. And okay, let me, I see a, I'm reading the comments. Okay. Kelly said, I'm predicting a big Bijan having a big game Sunday in his homecoming. He's an Arizona kid. And Kelly Simpson said something about, he said, I'm trying to bust your pipe, LM. Laughing my ass.
Hey, chill.
Hey, we knew what you meant. We knew what you meant. Don't worry about it. We knew what you meant.
You heard me say pause and no homo. you heard me say pause and no homo. But
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Go ahead, John. Go ahead, finish your statement.
But thing is that it is this right here. A lot of times, and see, this is what I've been noticing. Now, let's take the goal line play where Jonnu Smith got it all the way down there to the 1.
On the end of
I think that's who it was, but he did score. He did score a touchdown on that screen play, and man, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. But
we'll get into it in a little bit. But
this is the thing. Now that down on the goal line, you're getting ready to go into the goal line. Now, why are you running wide this way and then wide that way, pitching the ball instead of going straight up Peachtree Street with either Bijan or Tyler Algier? Why? This is where the play calling gets to be questioned as far as the running back is concerned, because there are limited touches that you're going to get running back, whoever it is, or whatever tandem or combination that you have. The only limited touches you're going to get. And if you're down there at the goal line, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Winston, can you? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I heard you call my name or something there, and I'm looking at you, and I didn't see your mouth move. I said, man, it must be a ghost in here.
I said, yeah. I said, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, what I'm asking is this. You down there at the goal line, you got a chance to put 7 on the board instead of 3. All right. Why in the world are you sitting up here playing around, being fancy when you got all of this stuff behind you, your reputation on the line, you're at home, you didn't look good last week. I mean, all of this baggage loaded on you, and the straightest point from A to B is a straight line, straight up Peachtree Street. I don't care who it is that's in front of you. You're supposed to try to knock them over. And I'm not talking about no off tackle plays. I'm not talking about running any sweeps or well, it wasn't a sweep, it was a toss. You know, why you not going straight up Peachtree Street? Why me, I see a lot of times what other teams do. They'll put a defensive lineman in the backfield. They'll go out of the wildcat at the goal line. Okay, we running, we coming, see if you can stop it. Instead of trying to get fancy, instead of trying to get sedity, trying to prove that you're the smartest guy in the room, that you're going to outsmart everybody instead of outmuscle everybody. Okay? Now, you see what I'm saying, Winston?
I mean, all right. Well, let's go back to the outmuscling everybody. Philly been killing everybody
Mm-hmm.
with the what is the brotherly shove. All right, so that works.
Yeah.
Highly effective. Highly effective. But let's go back to that play. Johnny Smith messed up that play. If you go back and look at it, we had one-on-one block. All John had to do was just going around the outside. It was wide open. I mean, wide open. We can't keep blaming Arthur Smith for poor execution from his players. But at the same time, we can blame Arthur Smith for poor execution from his players. It's a catch-22. It's a catch-22.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
I can make this play call and y'all not execute it, or I cannot make this play call and then y'all wonder why I didn't do it. And that's literally where we at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, it's, if you go back, if you go back and sit and watch a lot of plays, especially like play action plays, we play action to the right. We bootleg out to the right. Majority every time it's going to the right. And then you see the tight end just sitting on the right and he sinks inside. But the DN is wide open. How does that make sense? Why you said it's sinking inside? So is it the player or is it play call? See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yo, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cause see, that's what I was saying at the beginning of the stream here. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the stream. Because it is not, sometimes it is not the player or excuse me. Sometimes it's not the play, it's the player. Okay.
Come on,
Those
man.
false start penalties, you doing the wrong thing in the play that just makes the play and makes the coach who called the play look bad. Okay.
Come on, man.
And that's what I was saying, because see, look, that's why I was asking the question or making the statement. I believe I'm making the statement about the benefit of the doubt that the coach was getting for the plays not working, being the fact that Arthur Smith was approaching and talking to people the way that he was talking to them, and the play not work. Because just like you just said, it is the fault of the coach that the play didn't work because it wasn't executed correctly. And then it isn't the fault of the coach. But guess who's going to be held responsible for it? Coach Arthur
Coach,
Smith is going to be
and
he's going to
then
be held
quarterback.
responsible for it. And it's like you say, it's a catch-22. Because see, okay, and my statement was, look, if you are going to try those types of plays, them plays better work. Under these circumstances, those plays got to work. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad day because you've been acting like you are the smartest person in the room. You're acting like nobody should be questioning you. You're acting like nobody should be holding you to account. And you, just like you said a few minutes ago, when have you taken accountability for the failure of the play, the team's record?
You never
So
seen it.
and see, it's
So you supposed to be an
all
offensive.
intertwined. Yeah,
Yeah,
you supposed to be a
like
guru.
you, you supposed to be. You supposed to be the end all, be all, and all, and
Mm-hmm.
nowhere near it. Like if if I could sit there and see and break down your fallacies within what you're doing, how can you not do it? You're making millions of dollars to do this. I'm not getting paid anything. I'm chopping up with a good friend of mine, and we bring it to y'all as fans. But can as fans, let's do this. If we play, if we run a play action, either he gonna drop back or he can boot out to the right. Can we not say that? Right? All right, cool. Now, when he drop back and the tight end is right there, either he gonna chip block, he gonna run the slant, or he gonna check down inside into the middle. So that give me more of a hesitation of this offense. Why? Because why did your tight end have to come into the middle? So is he trying to cover Dalman, or he covering Bergeron? All right. Well, if that's the case, then why not have a running back do the same thing? Seeing that our tie in are literally our most.
Whoa, I lost Winston there
Doesn't
for a
make
second.
sense. Like when you go further and further into it, it does not make sense. Everything that Arthur
Okay.
Smith is doing, it does not make sense. I put it like that. I got five on the line. Height. Right? Let's back up. You take a 5-step drop. Even if you take a 5-step drop, there's pressure off of one of the edge. Step in, step up into the pocket. Recreate the pocket. And Taylor Heineke is the only quarterback that I see that's able to do that. Because Ritter can't do that. Ritter can't do it. Ritter will take a sack back in that 5-step drop. Sorry, to X that out. So let's go on to this. Let's go to play action. And then why is there a tight end that's on the inline on the right or the left that scrapes back into the middle of the pocket to protect? Where does that make sense? Where's the where's the deficiency that he felt he needed to do that? Or the play caller? Where's the play calling to make you say, hey, I'm gonna take this tight end off of one of the edges and I'm gonna put him into the middle, but he's not gonna hit anybody. He's not gonna hit nobody because the pressure is coming off the edges. Make it make sense.
Cause see, all right, well, see, look, now, okay, that tight end that's open like that, that's a passing target. That should be a passing target, and you should be getting the ball out like that and not taking a sack.
John,
Am I right or wrong?
I will show you. He's not a passing target. He's a
Okay.
blocking target. He drop off,
Okay.
get chip block, and then flow into the middle of the pocket like a running back would be. Because they're
Okay.
trying to feature Bijan so much.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's
Yeah,
why
okay. Now I see
Bijan
what
is
you're
not
saying. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying now.
that's
I see
why
what you're saying.
Bijan is not able to pass block. Because he
Yeah.
don't have to.
Because he cutting in front of
That's,
he cutting in front of him and messing the flow up. Yeah.
he's not even cutting in front of him. He's just taking up his responsibility. That's all that's happening. He's taking his pass blocking responsibility. A tight end is doing it. I was saying you shot.
Okay.
I was saying you shot. You see it. You got a tight end on the right, John
Yeah.
Smith. He'll chip block. He'll
Mm-hmm.
chip block. And then rotate into the middle of the pocket. Bijan is going on doing what he's doing. He's out of the pocket. He's running the route. At that point,
Mm-hmm.
what is the point of having him on the field? And that's what's happening. That's what's happening. They're seeing that he's not able to block. So take him out of the field or compensate for it. It's one of the two. Everybody's talking about
Mm-hmm.
he had a hangover, the other. No, he suck at pass pro. That's what's going on. And then when it's crunch time, who you lean on? Tyler Algier. Why? Because I trust
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
I can trust him in pass pro, and I can trust him to go get yards. That's it. That's all I want from him running back. Bijan not giving that. He's giving you splash play, but he's not giving that consistency.
He's not doing the basics. That what you
He's
saying?
not.
And he's not doing the
He's
basics.
not.
Kind of like Tidy Jones' favorite running back, Devontae Freeman.
Big free? No.
You know.
Electric. Electric while running. But when it comes to pass pro, what happens? People run over him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when they need it, Patrick DeMarco or Coleman. And Coleman was serving in pass pro. But the
Mm-hmm.
ball was getting out so fast that you had to worry about it.
Yeah.
The ball's not getting out fast.
And Mm-hmm. Now,
Good, good.
now, oh, oh, now I'm gonna say this. Eventually, eventually, you're going to have to pass the ball. You're going to have to pass the ball to keep people honest, to bag those linebackers and safeties peeping in the backfield, cornerbacks peeping in the backfield. You got to be able to pass the ball to keep them honest. Okay.
And
Now,
to
this
shut the
past
box.
Sunday, yeah, and open that box up. Keep people from stacking up there in that box. Now, this past Sunday, I was seeing some tendencies out of Heineke that I was seeing out of Ritter, staring. And there were almost, well, he did throw one interception, but he almost had three that I can count because of staring.
I saw that.
Now, that goes back to the real contention that I have with Arthur Smith and his coaching staff. Y'all can't develop quarterbacks. You people can't develop quarterbacks. And see, when he first came here and everybody was touting him as an offensive guru and all of that, and he wanted to prove that he could develop quarterbacks by taking a Desmond Ritter in the third round and making a silk purse out of a sow's ear, that My Fair Lady stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You did this to try to prove everybody wrong about the fact. Well, no. Let me say this like this. You wanted to be able to do that in order to not spend the money on a real first round quarterback with the talent that it required to do the job. Now, if this had it, okay, this is the crazy part. And I've said this over and over, but it hasn't changed. My feeling hasn't changed on it. The facts of the matter haven't changed on it. So I can't say anything different. You brought this third round draft pick in, and third rounders at the quarterback spot, they are automatically projects or backups. One of the two. They projects or backups. All right. You brought a project in here, but you didn't develop the project correctly. But you touting yourself as the smartest guy in the room, saying that you could do this, but you didn't do it. Here you are sticking this person out on the field because, see, now, this is the way that I always believe. The quarterback that you put out there on the field is the franchise quarterback. I'm sorry. You put that man out there on the field as representative of your team. So that person is the franchise quarterback for as long as he has the starting quarterback job. He's a franchise quarterback, no matter who it is.
Until he proves himself different.
That he can't have.
He's a franchise. Come on now. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's your franchise quarterback. Now, people want to label people franchise quarterbacks as, whatever it is that they do or however it is that they select them or whatever. But the truth be told, that person that you name QB1 is your franchise quarterback because he is representing your team. He's the one that has the keys to the car. No matter whether you restricting him driving around the neighborhood or whether you can let him get on the expressway or whether you can let him go out of town drive. That's the driver.
John, let me ask you this. Would you rather a Honda or would you rather a Porsche?
I'm a man of small means, Winston. I driving Porsches and stuff. I want one. I want one.
No,
But
hey, look. If I was able to give you both, I put this over here, this over here. Honda, Porsche, which you want, and it's free of
I'm
charge.
taking the Porsche. I'm taking the Porsche.
Brand new.
I'm taking the Porsche.
And why?
Man, look, better built car, engineered correctly. I mean, the epitome of German engineering in a sports car. The paint job is 2 feet thick. The prestige of it. I mean, riding in that Porsche versus riding in that Honda. I mean, you riding in something. Now the Honda dependable. The Honda dependable, but it's nothing like a Porsche. Nothing like a Porsche.
So you saying that the Honda can't perform towards that Porsche, right?
Mm-mm.
The
No.
the Honda is good, but it can't
Mm-hmm.
perform to that Porsche, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So then, if for the fans that watching, that third round quarterback is the damn Honda, and that first round pick that we're gonna make this season, that's a Porsche. Understand it. You can wish upon the star as much as you want to, but it does not make sense to make a third round quarterback your franchise quarterback and bank your franchise and even more your damn job over a third round pick. He's a developmental project. He has to get up to speed. It's not going to be at the speed of a Porsche. Why is this such a situation? It doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense
Well,
to me.
well, well. See, Winston, like I've been saying on. You remember when we were talking about this on the Waffle House? The
Mm.
fans were sold a bill of goods. Remember? They kept pumping him up, building him up. Oh, he did this. Oh, he almost beat Georgia. Oh, he's this. He's married and got kids, so he's seasoned. He's mature for his age and all that. The pump
Hey,
up
hey,
was
hey,
in full
John.
effect.
Hey, John. Let me ask a quick question. Where was Ritter drafted at?
He was drafted in the third freaking round.
Uh,
Drafted in the third round. And
who?
let me say this too. Falcons said that they had
Uh,
their eyes on him. You remember that?
why
You
did?
remember that?
Why did?
Falcons said
Why
they
did?
were watching him and they had their eyes on him.
Why did? Why did? In the first round, how many quarterbacks were selected?
Zero. Or was it
John,
one?
one.
No, that's right. That's right. It was one quarterback. It was one. It was one
One.
quarterback. It was one quarterback. Yeah, because you pointed that out. You pointed that out.
Ken, Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Pickett was the only quarterback that was drafted in the first round. Now, John, let me ask you another
Mm-hmm.
question. When have you ever seen an NFL draft that only one quarterback come out in the first round?
Shoot. I don't think it's been very rare. Been very rare.
Now, watch this. Kenny Pickett was drafted like 17, 18, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Around, around when we drafted AJ Terrell, the draft beforehand, or a couple draft beforehand. Somewhere in the middle range, right? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now watch it. Watch it. Kenny Pickett was drafted. We go through the rest in the middle round. We go through the rest of the draft, first round draft. No quarterback come out. All right, that's cool. Let's go to the second round. Ding, 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 ding. No quarterback draft. Let's go to the third round. Bing, 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 bing. Desmond Ritter. Well, if you had all this talent, all this gusto and intangible, like everybody sitting there trying to feed us a hot plate of, why you want to draft in the first round or the second round? Or even early in the third round? But you fell to us. You fell to us.
Mm-hmm.
So why the hell are all these fans sitting this thinking that he's gonna be that guy? No. Understand what it is.
Winston, look. Some people you could put a old Buick out on the corner. You could put an old Buick out on the corner, put a good wax job on it, put some new tires on it, and sell it to them with no more than no transmission. I ain't worried about that. It look good. There's some people like that.
It look good.
Yeah,
you know what?
That's some people like that.
When they get their car back home, they gotta put work in it. They gotta develop the car.
Yeah. Now, but see, this is the thing. There are people who, okay, let's use that analogy of the old Buick. All right. There are people who have the capability of putting the work in it, putting a new motor in it, putting a new transmission in it, doing things and making it worth their while, but they don't pay $15,000 for that. They might pay a couple of $100. Okay, and pay a couple of $100. Okay, and get that job done because they have the expertise to see what type of motor they want to put in it. Do they want to go inside the motor? Do they want to put a high performance transmission in it, or do they want a cruising transmission or whatever, and put that car on the road the way that it should be put on the road? Okay, but then you have other people that will buy that car, pay $15,000 for it, won't look at what type of work that needs to be done to the car, and then get mad because you ripped them off. And that's where your fan base is in a lot of things, in a lot of situations, because they do not examine and see what type of work is going to have to be needed in this situation. Because let's go back to Pete Carroll. Russell Wilson drafted in the third round. All right. Now, he went and got another quarterback thinking that third round pick wasn't going, didn't know what he was going to have out of that third round pick.
To be a backup.
He was going to be a backup.
They went sign Matt Flynn. Flynn to be the starter. And Russell Wilson was supposed to develop under Matt Flynn. Just so happened Russell Wilson was just better than Matt Flynn. And that's how he ended up starting. That's far and few in between. You cannot base a third round quarterback to
Yes.
beat out
You
the
can't bank on
incumbent
that. You're
or
right.
or
You're
or a
right.
first round pick. You cannot bank on that. That shows you the ineptitude of
No, you can't.
our
You
our
definitely can't.
regime. You can't. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Put it to you like that. We brought in Ritter. Ritter couldn't beat out Marcus Mariota. And
Mm-hmm.
This the thing that upset me the most. Ritter couldn't even beat him out when Marcus Mariota set and threw a ball off his back in Carolina in week 10. Mariota ended up starting a couple of more games to the bye week. Let's be honest about things. If Ritter was supposed to be this good or whatever, when Mariota sat there and threw that ball off his back, they should have yanked him and put Ritter in. They didn't do that.
Immediately. Immediately.
But hold on, watch this, watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Week before last, week before last, Ritter threw went up, correct. Ritter had an interception. What happened at halftime? Get on about it. It's really that simple. They got on about it. Am I lying?
And then
He fumbled.
no, oh
Go
no.
ahead, go ahead, no?
Everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. Winston, everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. And then, and see that's another thing. That's another thing about Arthur Smith. Okay, you tried your damnedest to try to fool us. You did your damnedest to try to fool us, to try to pull the wool over our eyes about what took place as to why Ritter didn't get back in the game. Okay, you thought we were asleep. You thought we didn't peep it. You thought we didn't pick up on it. And that lady, as bad a job as she was doing on the broadcast, he said, well, Ritter's been cleared, so why isn't he back in the game? You know, you got Heineke up in there. You know, and everybody else know. Everybody else knows why that man wasn't put back in the game. No, it wasn't for performance issues. We just want to make sure he was all right. Well, the doctor said he was. You're a doctor now too, Arthur Smith? Doctor said he was ready to go. So why wasn't he in the game? And we all know why he wasn't in the game. We I don't know who you think you were fooling, but we all know why that man wasn't in the game. Okay. But it was a face-saving move because, see, if you put Ritter back in the game and he lays an egg, which everything was trending toward him laying an egg for the rest of the game, you look real bad real early because ladies and gentlemen, we still, after Sunday, we still got 7 more games to play. We got 7 more games to play. And what do you do now in this situation? What do you do now in this situation? Because the thing is that, okay, the division is still up for grabs. Division is still up for grabs. You between a rock and a hard place because the quarterback that you said that you were going to develop and turn into something has let you down. All right. Your team is making the same mistakes they were making last year that stopped them from winning the division last year. And you know, and I'm going to say this People not going to like it, but it's the truth. Those offensive mistakes on the offensive side of the ball are hurting you more than the defensive mistakes. Okay? I'm sorry. The offensive mistakes are the things that are hurting you more than the defensive mistakes. And your head coach is your head coach / offensive coordinator / quarterback coach / whatever it is that you want to give him. He is directly responsible for that side of the ball. Because all of those offensive coaches, from the offensive line coach, wide receiver coach, tight end coach, running back coach, quarterback coach, they fall under you, sir, because this is your offense. Okay? Why are your people false starting at home? Your people false starting at home. Okay? Your people are, not covering up tight ends or not covering up the line at home. Okay? Your people fumbling the ball at home. Your people are throwing interceptions at home. Defense, yes, defense, they making mistakes, but they, just like it was last year, they may be giving up yards, but they ain't giving up no scores. They ain't giving up no score. So we waiting on the offense to do something. Now Falcons scored 28 some points. All right, that's fine. Oh, that's a high. But thing is, you left 75 points on the field due to screw ups, due to bad play calling. And the reason why I put these drive charts and all this stuff up, like I said before, is because it's not necessarily that they should have scored 75 points, but it's pointing out the numerous opportunities that you had while you were on the field for you to score some point. Give me 14 out of them 75. No, give me 7 points out of those 75 points. You win the game.
Give me
7 out of those.
A blowout.
Yeah, 14 points.
Is a blowout. It's a blowout. Point blank period. And that what you want from your offense. I want my offense to be attacking at all times. I want my offense to be the best at all times. Run them out the field.
Yeah.
Offensively, I have an offensive head coach. Why are we not running people off the field? Why we have seen this struggle on third and short and third and long and this and that? But it gets to the critical. We 2 yards out from the goal line. Why we can't capitalize on it? That's offensive deficiency. Point blank period. I don't care how anybody sit there and try to manipulate the situation or try to condescend the situation. If you're at the 2-yard line with the offensive head coach and you cannot be opportune on that situation, there's a deficiency at the play calling situation. Point blank period. Because if I'm a fan, I would say, hey, got this big ass 230 playing back in Algeria. If that's not working, I can bring in CP, who is 6'2", 232. I can sledge him my weight for 2 yards easily. And instead, you want to run a reverse. How does that make sense? It doesn't make sense anymore. I sat there trying to give him his flowers and say, hey, you know what? He's just trying to get it all together. But like, no. It does not make sense. When you draft a running back at the eighth pick, but he's not even on the field 50% of the time. And even in the time that he's on the field, you're going to use him 25% of the time. 50% of the time that he's on the field. It doesn't make sense. What's going on is that you draft 3 first-round offensive talent, and you don't understand how to. Well, no, it's not even that you can't understand it. You can't do it. But you literally cannot do it. At this point, you cannot do it. You have a number 4 overall tight end. You got a number 8 overall receiver. You got a number 8 overall running back. There's no way physically or possibly that you can sit there and accentuate any one of them without neglecting somebody else. You can't do it. You literally cannot do it. Doing the math, you can't do it. Because if I draft a top 10 offensive talent, that talent should be getting at least 33%, 42% out of my offense. 40, 42% out of my offense. Now I draft 2 more, and they're supposed to get 42, 42. The math ain't math. It's not mathing. You can't do it. Like, you literally cannot do it. Somebody will have to sit and ride the pine. Somebody got to fall off. And that's what's going on now. Arthur Smith made dumbass, how can I even call it? Position of power pick.
Yep. You're
And
absolutely right.
Good, huh?
Oh, no. I was acknowledging what you were saying. And ladies and gentlemen, please forgive me. And it's gonna be, this on me. I'm getting comments in Facebook, and I hadn't looked, and I just happened to pick my phone up because I got a notification. But let me see, man. We got some pretty good comments and things coming in. And Christian Graham, huh? Did you see him? Yeah, but Christian Graham is asking.
Everybody that's chiming on Facebook, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. The last comment that we could see on our channel was Keely Stinson saying that I'm trying to brush your pot.
Oh, you don't need to repeat that. You don't need to repeat that. But okay.
That's why I said Paul. That's why I said Paul and Norma. But
yeah, we got a double pause
that me and John got.
Yeah. But I'm gonna read those comments that are on Facebook. And Red Rose.
Yes, sir.
Well, let me go ahead and read these things here. Bottom from the top. Christian Graham drinking Buffalo Trace. Ooh, man, that I don't know what that is, but I'll look for it next time I go to the liquor store. And he's also saying we're going to be on the market for a quarterback and a head coach after Christmas. Kelly Kelly Stinson
Keely.
makes a comment
Keely.
also. Keely. Oh,
Keely.
I keep calling him Kelly. Okay, Keely. All right.
I did the same thing.
Okay, Keely. Okay. All right, Keely. I'm glad
Keely.
you didn't get mad with me mangling your name up all this time. But at any rate, he said first time coach making first time coach mistakes with the media. And he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right because and I'm gonna deal with that comment here for a second. And when Winston, you can chime in on it if you feel like it. Now, there are times when you have to have someone coach you on how to talk to folk. All right. Because just like you pointed out, Winston, just like you pointed out, you got to talk to the fans, you got to talk to the local media, you got to talk to the players, and sometimes you have to have a different voice for each, and you have to know when to use which voice in what situation or setting. And when you're talking to the fans, the people that are, buying the hot dogs, people that are buying the PSLs, the people that are paying the season ticket prices, the people that are parking the cars, the people that are riding MARTA, all of those folk, only thing we want is wins. All right. That's the bottom line for us. Wins and a Super Bowl trophy. All right. That's what you're supposed to be getting here. Now, when we ask the questions as to why we are not making progress toward that, you got to talk to us like you got some sense, sir. You got to talk to us like you got some sense. All right. Now, when you don't, your fuse get real short. My patience get real short. My money draw up real short. Them dollars that I was, throwing toward merchandise and throwing toward buying stuff and doing all that type of stuff. Oh, that dollar starts shortening up. Hey, man, who you is? And that. Go ahead, Winston. That's how I feel.
No, go ahead.
I mean that's how I feel because see, thing is now in the time that I've been following the Falcons, especially when merchandise really started rolling, when you could start getting jerseys. Because you remember a long time ago. Now I remember a long time ago anyway. Back in the 70s and the 80s or whatever, the only way that you got a Falcons uniform, an authentic Falcons uniform, you had to steal it out of the locker room. You had to go in the garbage into the wash bucket or the wash hamper and steal it out of there. You wanted to get a Falcons hat, you could get a Falcons hat. All right, but uniforms and other stuff like that, no. You didn't get those things. But when we started selling that stuff, I started buying that stuff. I got a Falcons jacket. I got an old Falcons jacket. I got it located now with the old black bird on the back. It's a hoodie. It's a hoodie starter jacket. Okay, from way back. All right. I didn't get too many uniforms or whatever, but starter jackets, things of that sort. Hey man, I was buying that stuff because I wanted to support my team. All right, that's what I wanted to do. But nowadays, with this stuff being so readily available, prices done gone up. Prices done gone up for everything. So my dollar that I want to spend on that, I want to spend that on a winning team. Because see, there are certain places that, okay, if I go out of town, I want to be proud wearing my Falcon stuff. I want to be representing the home team. When they see it, oh man, I like what y'all did. I like what y'all did that year. Y'all really did this. Y'all really did that. But see, thing is, if I wear it now, I have to be ready to fight. Because somebody gonna say something that they ain't got no business saying about how bad we are. And we can talk about how bad we are amongst ourselves because it's in the family. But once you folk from outside the family start talking mess, there's a problem. There is a major problem. And if you come wrong, you're gonna have some problems. And man, I've seen many fights in many sports bars with Falcons fans and Saints fans sometimes. I remember one time me and Steve were down there, Dave and Buster's down there in Stockbridge, south of the city, where now Steve was ribbing them up, Jack. Yeah, hey, y'all thought y'all were gonna come here and do something, didn't you? Man, Steve, leave that man alone. Hey, and I was gonna back him up now. I'm gonna back him up. But see, thing was, and it was good nature. It was in good nature fun or whatever. But then again, some of those folk, they looking all sideways, and I had to look sideways at them. What? Just in case, But see,
John,
but thing is that go ahead.
What'd you say? You gave the eye test?
That's right. What? What? Yeah. The eye check. It was the eye check. Winston, it was the eye check.
All right. It's still in the same family. It all works.
Yeah. But
if it don't look right, it ain't right.
It ain't right. It was good natured fun, because we just going back and forth, whatever. And you've seen Steve from time to time when he's down there in the game, turn his camera on. Where y'all going? What? Y'all leaving already? Just messing with folk. But like I said, as long as it stays good natured, as long as it stays fun, everything's fun. But thing is that I want to be proud. I want to be settled, wearing my stuff, wearing my jerseys, things of that sort, and not having to defend the team because the team has defended itself out there on the field. That's the best defense a team can give a fan is what they do on the field. So all I have to do, what Scobo look like?
Follow suit.
What that Scobo look like? And it's simple for me. It's simple for me.
Give me the blueprint, give me the path, and let me follow suit.
Mm-hmm.
You lay it down, you do what you're supposed to do as a team, and get this win, and let me follow suit. That's all you gotta do. Really. That's what any franchise has to do. Now, more franchises, other franchises are doing it better than some other franchises, and you have a leg to stand on because y'all are winning. Y'all winning.
Now, let me ask you.
So our fans, go ahead.
Let me ask you a question, Winston. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Christian Graham has posted something. He said, I think Arthur Smith has lost the locker room. Nobody wants to be around him. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I see it. I put it to you like that. A person would do a lot of things in the dark. And the age old saying is what's done in the dark will come to light eventually. This man is sitting there going on national media and press conference, sitting there saying whatever he want to say. But we lose. And you got the boisterous attitude, like I feel like I'm better than you and you and you and you and you. And so what is the attitude of you going back into the locker room with? Because somewhere along the line, you're lying. Somewhere along the line, you're lying. So you lying to the media, or you lying to these young men, older men, grown men, fathers, parents Are you lying to them? Or are you lying to the media? Like what is your persona? What is your actual energy? Because somewhere along the line you are lying. Because I know for a fact you're not sitting there talking to the media the same way you sitting there talking to the multi-millionaire elite alpha males. You're not talking to them the same way. That's dead. And if you are talking to them the same way, you done lost the locker room. So let's do the math. It's very, very simple. Let's break it down. I'm a grown man. I I I know for a fact I'm not considered to talk to you the same way. Well, no, I'm not gonna talk to you any type of way. Gotta respect you, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if your homeboys pull up, I'm gonna talk to them the same way I talk to you. But if this girl across the street pull up, I'm not gonna change my energy for her to try to show off for her for demo behind you. No, I'm not gonna do that. Somewhere along the line, he's lying. So either his personality is what he said and give to the media, or his personality is something different that he gave to the locker room, or he can just be a complete dick. And if that's the case, and you're losing, that's cool. Be what you are. We see you going up out here in a couple of weeks. Ain't a whole lot to it. Me and me got all about it. You go ahead, be you, and after the bye week, you go on about your business. And
Now,
like that's literally
now,
where I'm at.
yeah, yeah. Now, now, I'm gonna, I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put you on again. Now,
All right.
if we lose to Arizona,
Oh, have
if
mercy.
we lose to Arizona, because see, Arizona has become the most important game of the season because
That's
I
true.
gotta. If you gonna fire this man, if you gonna fire this man, or if you gonna keep this man, this will be decided after this Arizona game, a game that by all counts we should win based on Arizona's record, based on our record. Okay, just based on the records alone.
Okay.
What happens if this team not gets beat but blown out? Does Arthur
Who's this?
Smith get fired after this Arizona game?
Look, we we play on Sunday at 4 o'clock. If we get blown out, Arthur Smith will be fired before the end of the day Sunday. Point blank period. Point blank period. Think about it. All right, so let's look at Arizona as a whole. Arizona sat there and started dismissing their defense so they could try to secure the number one overall pick. So therefore, if that's what you're going about, you're looking for a quarterback. All right, going a little bit further. They done broke down the defense, and the quarterback that you had starting all season long up to week 8, he got shipped off to Minnesota, and then sat there and did a masterful job against our Falcons team. In the He got shipped off in the middle of the week, got in and beat us. Man, there are fans sitting there saying that, hey, well, you know what I'm saying? It's the lucky strike or whatever. No, he's a fucking veteran that started all season long, sitting there trying to be competitive with whatever he was facing with a trash team. You gotta look at it. James Conner is now being able to be activated off of IR. They didn't have a running back. They didn't have a quarterback. They didn't have receivers. Defense was just completely in shambles. He beat Dallas. Don't forget that. He beat Dallas convincingly. So when he came in the game, man, everybody was like, "Oh, this is an easy lick." No, because all you got to do as a play caller, all you really got to do is sit there, call play that you see that he's effective in, and that's exactly what they did. I'm gonna give you 1, 2 read. If it don't work, pull out. He smoked it. So now let's fast forward to Arizona now. James Conner could be back, who was in the top rusher category in the beginning of the season till he got hurt. Right? Kyler Murray comes back. This little 5'11", 5'10" pipsqueak that is faster than greased lightning. And we just had a problem with Dowd. And they sat there and seen that. Let us lose to Arizona. 9 times out of 10, I promise you, Arthur Smith will be fired within this battle.
But the problem is that very easily, we could lose this game and fall 2 games behind New Orleans this weekend. This weekend we could fall 2 games behind New Orleans this weekend. And see, that's why I have a problem. And I'm sorry, they say once you start getting older, whatever, you start getting cynical. But thing is that now Wilson, look, if you leading the division after 2 games, okay, yeah, you leading the division after 2 games, but guess what? You got 15 more damn games to play. Why in the world are you throwing a party for leading the division after 2 freaking games? Your defense, number 5 in the league.
Fans have not seen it.
I mean,
not seen it in so long.
Yeah, but see, thing is that, and you're right. But okay, note it as a benchmark, note it as something, but don't go icky baluki over it. Because see, very easily that can change because you got too many games in front of you. Okay? You got too many games in front of you. All of your offensive rankings, all your defensive rankings. Y'all see, you know what folk will do? You know what folk will do, and they do it with the Hawks too. Okay, they'll say, okay, the Hawks are number 6 in offense versus being number 5, 15 or 20 the last year. You taking a 6-game sample, bumping it up against an 82-game sample for the previous year. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Look, you ain't played Hawks. Hawks ain't played 10 games yet.
You're reaching for a small victory because you have not seen the victory in so long.
Yeah. I mean, thing is, wait until like right about now, like now with the Falcons. Okay, you're about to go to your bye week. What is your record going into the bye week? Is it going to be 5-5 or 4-6?
Come on.
Okay, wait until the bye week.
Either one is very, very possible.
Yeah, either one. I mean, it could go either way.
That 4-6. That 4-6 would.
Man, but you look here. I remember I had a boss that was a Redskin fan. If the Redskins lost on Sunday and you were coming in that early Monday morning, you had to be careful around that man. You had to be careful because he'd be pissed. He'd be pissed till around about noon or something. And everybody knew what it was. And guess what? Hey, Winston, guess what? John, they used to call me JR. JR, you go in there and talk to him because I don't want him bite my head off. Man, look here. You go see him. You go see him. Don't be scared. Don't be putting. Yeah, hey, Winston, they put their hand in my back and push me on in the doggone room. Yeah, you go talk to him. He'll talk to you. You ain't scared. Oh, no, hell no. You go in there and talk to him, But I mean, that's what you're gonna have. That's what you're gonna have. And hey, let me acknowledge a couple of people that are on the Facebook stream. Demond Antonio Thomas is visiting from the We Talk Hawks podcast over there on YouTube.
What's going on?
And I always go over there with him. Yeah, I always go over there with him after the Hawks games, and I be splitting time between. And see, that's the bad part about it. I got to coach 2 damn major franchises in this town, the Hawks and the damn Falcons. So I go in here on his channel from time to time and sit in on his lives and stuff. And as usual, Keely Stinson, since you told me how to pronounce his name, Keely Stinson is on. And we got a New Orleans Saints friend of mine from when we were working at the post office. Her name is she's called herself Nola Withers. And shout out to the big man and the family there, you guys. And next time y'all make some gumbo, keep her brother in mind. Don't let the Falcon thing. I gotta have. Hey man, I gotta have some gumbo, Winston. I gotta have some gumbo. You want me to send you? You want them to send you some up there?
Please send a bowl of the V8. Look. The gumbo up here is good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm pretty damn sure that people South gumbo is something entirely different.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I gotta, man. You know what? I gotta tell my boy Anthony Houston about this channel too, because hey Winston, them joker will get a garbage can and just post stuff in it. Dush. And man,
for the gumbo.
No. Not for the gumbo. For the glass, Jack. I mean, look here. They'll get a garbage. Whoosh. And then we started putting. They were putting Hawaiian punch in it, and we started putting Tahitian. Yeah. We started putting Tahitian treat in it. Woo! Ooh. You know, if I can make it up there, I'm gonna bring a jar of that stuff up there and leave it with you.
Please do.
I'm gonna bring a jar of that stuff up there and leave it with you, man. Cause see, man, it's been in my refrigerator. It's been in my refrigerator for about 3 months. It ought to be good and ready now. Cold. It ought to be good and ready now. And then my other partner.
Oh, you know what? You going to the Carolina game?
You know, I might. Now that you're thinking about it, depending on.
Let's put something together.
Go ahead.
I said let's put something together. We link up at the Carolina game.
Yeah, I'll see if I can make it. Matter of fact, I'll check on that as soon as we get on.
Let me know.
Okay.
And holler at the old lady and we put something together.
Okay. Also, want to shout out to my boy Chris L.M. Bar. Worked together on a project for a while there. Good people. And man, good to see you. And good to see you being successful in what you're doing. It's of course old Red Rose. Especially old Red Rose. He said he at work right now. He said he with us in spirit. And we appreciate that, boss. And we're gonna get together and we're gonna have us, have a live and everything where everybody can get together. And Henry Oaks, part of the Atlanta Bird game. If matter of fact, he delivering mail too. Henry Oak mailman too. Hey man, just keep it in the road, boss. It's gonna get better.
If he's delivering mail, tell him to deliver L to Arizona Cardinal on the Sunday. Cause we better rise up. Let's get it.
Yeah, we gonna do our part. Fans gonna do our part. We gonna, since the team is away, we gonna watch the game. We gonna be cheering. We gonna be booing too. Don't get it twisted up. We gonna be booing too because of the fact, hey man, y'all got to carry your end of the bargain because see now we rise up. You supposed to rise up along with us. Matter of fact, you supposed to make us rise up by what you do out there on the field. And
give us a reason.
And give us a reason to rise up. And all right, now we're heading toward about 3 minutes before we have to get off of here because in order for us to continue to give you a couple of hours or whatever, we have to limit our talks and as well as, putting things together during the course of the week through the StreamYard platform. We have to limit our stuff to 2 hours. And I think we're at the edge of attention span theater anyway. Because folk, they drifting on. Tell John to shut up. When you tell him to shut up, he's still talking. So, anything parting, closing, or anything that you want to say, Winston?
First and foremost, John, it's been a pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure to share this screen with you. Everybody in the chat, everybody that's sitting there supporting us while we sitting trying to build this and make this more than what it is right now. Thank you. We love y'all. Keep coming back. We trying to make this show at every Wednesday show. Trying to have quick response, rapid response on after the game. But thank y'all because we cannot do what we're doing without y'all. Thank you.
And Winston speaks for me. Hey, if it wasn't for you, wouldn't be no reason for us to be here. You guys, hey, hold on, hang on, cling on, stick on, Velcro on, whatever on you need to do in order to hold on to this thing on. because hey, this is our team. We love them, but hey, we gonna call it like we see it whenever they do something wrong. That's what we got to do. I mean, we sorry, but hey, it's got to be like that. Got to be like that, man. Got to be like that. All right. Well, the old clock on the wall says it's time for us to get out of here. Winston, you take it easy. Be careful. Be easy up there on the north side, and I'm gonna try to keep it between the lines down here on the south side, boy.
Come on, number. Hold on the road. Hold on the road now.
All right. Bye bye.
Welcome to the asset. Catch y'all later.